Good morning. Welcome to day number 2 of the challenge. Today's pose is called Dandasana in Sanskrit, or it's like a low plank pose. So when we're in our flows, in our Sun Salutations, we do Chatarunga, and I always say lower to just halfway down. Now for a lot of us, this is really challenging. So what I want to show you today is how you can make that a little bit easier without sacrificing your core strength, your alignment, your shoulders. We're going to learn exactly how to do it right and a couple different modifications that you can use whenever you need to during your flows, depending on how you're feeling that day. So this one, we can sometimes have the knees down. So if your knees tend to get sore when they're down on the floor, please put a towel underneath the knees. And it's so easy, just have a nice folded up towel, put it on your mat where your knees are gonna be, and just keep it there so that you always have that extra little bit of support. You could also double up your mats. If you have 2 yoga mats, stack them on top of each other so you get that extra bit of cushion. Okay, so let's get going. I've got my mat on a bit of an angle today, so hopefully you can see. So first we're gonna get set up from the knees. So let me just turn to the side. A plank from the knees, rather than having our knees right underneath our hips, we wanna shift the knees back and lower the hips down. So rather than tilting the hips up high and sticking the bum out, we want to tuck the bum under and lower the hips down. So you can see we have a straight line, like a diagonal line, from the very top of the head all the way down to the knees. So get in that position. Spread your fingers, press them into the mat, and feel your core activating already. Again, we're not letting that bum tilt up. Keep tucking it under, pulling abdominals in nice and tight. Now we're gonna try just a little baby bend here. So bend the elbows and then press them to nice and straight again. Try that a couple times. So inhale, little baby bend. Exhale, press straight up. Now notice if when the elbows bends, you're losing that tuck of the bum. Keep it tucked under. Just try 2 more. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Nice job. Little stretch. Puppy pose. This one's called extended puppy. Step the hands forward. Keep the hips high and sink the chest towards the mat. Try for 2 more breaths here. Nice. Come all the way back to that plank position from the knees, our hands right underneath our shoulders. Now we're going to try and lower down to that halfway point and hold for 3 breaths, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, halfway down. 3 deep breaths here. The elbows are hugging in tight, the shoulders are drawing back and down, and the bum is tucked under. Try for 1 more breath. Awesome. Press the hips up high. Take a child's pose. 3 breaths. Come on forward. Now let's add on another layer. Curl the toes under, press back through the heels so we're in a full high plank. Bum is tucked under. So think like your pubic bone right here is pulling up towards your rib cage. Do you feel that? You want to get that squeeze through the abdominals. So often we hold plank and we don't even think about it. Think about it. Focus. Pull, pull, pull the tummy in nice and tight. 3 baby bends, then we get a break. Yeah? Inhale, baby bend. Exhale, press to straight. Keep the bum tucked. Try 2 more. Shoulders down and back, neck is long, last one. Awesome. Set the knees down. Let's take a downward facing dog this time. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips up nice and high. You can pedal out the feet. Lower down to a comfortable seat. Let's give a little break to the wrists before we take our grand finale here. So, for a lot of us, the wrists can be a pain during our flows. So some options for you, I just want to quickly talk about. You can just sit there and move your wrists around while I just talk, or if these things work for you, you can give them a try. If you tend to get sore wrists, you could roll up the front edge of your mat, then place the heel of the hand on that rolled up portion and the fingers off. I'm kind of in a shadow there, but so what that does is lessen the kind of flex of the wrist and make it not quite as big, so that can be helpful. Another tip is to spread out through the fingertips. All 5 fingerprints grip into the mat, as do the underside of the knuckles here, down the side of the hand, and into the bottom of your palm and thumb. So there's like a C shape here that's always rooted and then spread out through the fingers. That makes a really big difference. So give the arms a little shake. Come body. Okay, so now we're gonna try our from the toes Dandasana, 4-limb staff pose, holding it low for 3 breaths. Keep your elbows in tight and your collarbones broad. Ready? Steady. Bum is tucked under, tummy nice and tight. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Halfway down. Hold for 3 breaths. Keep tucking the bum for 2 breaths. And last one. Bonus points if you can press all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Awesome. Come on down to the knees. We're gonna do one more thing here to help us with our Dandasana. And it's going to be from the forearms to give a little bit of a break to the arms. Now, yesterday's post, Navasana, quite a few of you said, oh, I can also feel my legs working, which is normal. A lot of yoga poses are very holistic in the way that not only do they work on the nervous system, the hormones, the state of mind, they also work on a lot of the body at once. So it's not like lifting weights, for example. If you're doing a bicep curl, guess what you're working? Just that bicep. There might be 1 or 2 other little secondary muscles that are working, but really nothing else is. Where when you look at a pose like plank, for example, your arms are working, your core is working, your chest, the front of your thighs, like your whole body is working to maintain that pose. So that's the case here. So keep in mind, not every pose this week is going to be like just killer, only core. You're going to feel core, but you're also going to feel other parts of your body, which is part of the joy of a yoga practice, right? We get to kill a couple birds with one stone. Not a very yogi quote. I'll find another better one than that. So come on down to the forearms. Now see if you can grab a hold of the elbows. You want to have your elbows in nice and close towards one another. Okay? Then bring the palms to touch. Extend the legs back out to straight and take your plank pose. You stay here. Keep breathing. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So for a lot of us, we'll let the hips pitch up like so. You're not going to do that. Tuck the bum under. Draw the hips down. So you see a lot of beautiful pictures where the plank pose looks so pretty and your bum looks so nice. That's not right. We want to tuck that bum under, bring the hips down. 5 deep breaths here. So each exhale, pull the belly button in super, super tight towards the spine. Squeeze up through the thighs and breathe nice and deep. Now a couple times, just shift forward, point the toes, press back, flex the feet. Keep going, keep going. I'll show you my feet. So just flexing and pointing. Forward and back. Back and forward. Go 3. Go 2. And go 1. Nice job. Set the knees down. Press up. Give the shoulders a nice roll. From either cross-legged or kneeling, your choice. Clasp your hands behind you. If the shoulders are tight, the palms are open. If the shoulders are more flexible, the palms are touching. Reach the knuckles down towards the floor. So push the knuckles down. Roll the shoulders back. Lift and open through the chest. Lift the chin. This is one of my favorite yoga poses to do in the morning. Before I brush my teeth, I'm doing this one. Maybe moving the neck around just to open the chest, especially if you're a side or stomach sleeper like me. This is a really good one just to set that posture. Release the arms, give yourself a big hug. So one arm crossed on top of the other. Do the same thing with the other arm on top. Open the arms up. Give yourself a big hug. Other arm on top. Release. Very nice job. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comments below how you're enjoying the challenge so far, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of the challenge. Speak soon. Bye.